Okay, so for part 2, guys, we are going to verify that these functions are inverses algebraically. I'm going to use this workspace over on the side for letter A. So we're going to put g of x in f of x. Then we're going to put f of x into g of x. And we know that they are going to be inverses when we only have x left over as our final answer when we do all of our work. So let me go ahead and put g of x in f of x. So remember, it's 3 minus 4 times x, but we're going to put in that fraction which belongs to g of x. So what we're going to do is notice these 4's cancel out. Now I have a negative that I need to distribute to what is remaining in my group. So those 3's are going to cancel out. So if you notice, we just have an x there. Now let's go ahead and do the other method. So remember, g of x was the fraction. I'm going to drop in that f where I have my group symbols. So if you notice, those 3's, that's just 3 minus, oh, I forgot that 4 there. So those 3's are just going to cancel out right there. I didn't have to distribute a negative or anything. I'm going to be left with 4x divided by 4, and guys, that just leaves x. All right, moving on. Let's do this one more time for this set. We're going to look at B. So I'm going to go ahead and drop g of x into f of x. So I'm going to put that weird looking expression for g of x over here in the denominator. And let's go ahead and cancel out those 4's. So I'm just going to have 6 divided by 6 over x, and that is certainly ugly. So we are going to do the keep, change, flip. Remember, when you divide fractions, you multiply by the reciprocal, and those 6's cancel out. That's just going to leave an x. Now let's plug in f of x into g of x, because that is a big mistake. All right, so sorry about that. Please write this down. I accidentally wrote my denominator wrong, so I scratched it out, and we are going to put 6 over x minus 4 as the denominator for the x part in g of x. I'm sorry about my mistake. All right, so let's go ahead and multiply by the reciprocal there. So if you notice, I rewrote this part right here by multiplying by the reciprocal. Notice I flipped that upside down. That plus 4 right there is just getting tagged at the end. So those 6's are going to cancel out, and the 4's are going to cancel out. So that just leaves x.